Excuse me, I'm Kyle, joined by my brother Keenan, joined by my guy Duke. Special
Yeah,
guest. What's up? What's up?
here. You know the vibes. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody watching the cast. Support my guys all the way up from the
Salute.
bottom to the top here.
Absolutely.
So listen, we're doing about a week late, but we needed a week to digest all 23 tracks for all the dogs.
Yeah.
For all the dogs.
Of
What y'all
course.
think?
Of course. I mean,
BARA radio.
I don't even think we're really late on it, to be honest with you. I think that
No,
you can't really
Right on
tell.
time.
I mean, we still don't even fully get the. I mean, you can't really tell
the
23
album
tracks in
sales ain't come
10
in
minutes.
yet. We still good. The album sales ain't coming yet. First week.
450K.
Was it for real?
That's what they're projecting is 450K.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but it does kind of still.
Straight.
Yeah. Okay. So where
Where
do we want
wanna
to start? Do
with
you want?
this?
Okay. Okay. Sorry, we're talking at the same time.
Y'all brothers for real. It was like, he might be Keen and Warner. Hold up.
Might just be. We switch bodies today.
So, guest Duke, start off. What are your thoughts on this album? Just go down. You don't have to go track by track if you want to, but just overall thoughts on the album.
Honestly, disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lie to you. As just a fan of music and just a fan of just like what was anticipated. All right, I like last time. I gotta bring it up because last time I knew it was Certified Lover Boy. You've been promoting that for like 2-3 years straight. You were supposed to come with all the hits, whatever, little love song. I'm cool with that. That was straight. Then you came and threw a little wrench in there with, never mind or like whatever I'm saying. And then you dropped a little collab banger with Her Love.
Yep.
But we still ain't hear just from you what we wanted to hear. You make an announcement called For All the Dogs.
Yeah.
Dog, you never made a turn up album your entire career. Like, this was supposed to be just straight rap. This was supposed to be straight turn up, party music, shake that ass, leave that shit alone. And then we good. We was straight. Then you gave me what you gave me. And honestly, I'm happy about the amount, to be honest, because as a real fan, I guess you who don't really like besides a hater, let's be honest. When y'all hear Drizzy, y'all know most of the time it's gonna be a slap, like it's gonna be a hit. Like even his throwaway sometimes been a hit.
Mm-hmm.
But when this dropped, I wasn't one of those, D riders, up at 6 a.m. like it came out. Nah. But I was one of those who's like, oh, I got time to listen to it before I go to work. Let me play this first song. So as soon as and I knew after the single, I said, yo, I just think this is the one, and then the rest of them gonna be slaps. Like he might have 2 or 3 like that, but the rest of them slap. Because when you heard that second and third verse, granted, everybody wanted to be like, "Oh, he just know the calendar. He went from January to December." But like realistically, who's creative enough to put that together? And it hasn't been done in a long time. Right, I should say. He did that junk justice. But even besides even the bullshit, Drew lied. That's when you lied. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was straight. But like that third verse, I was like, okay, he's on his bully. Like he used that flow that I liked from Her Loss on I forgot the song called the title now, but like it was like one of the last songs. And I was like, okay, he about to be talking. So the whole time I'm about to play it, and then the first thing I hear is Virginia Beach. And I'm just like, I know where this is headed.
We all assumed it was going to be a Pusha diss.
I knew where this was headed. Was it not? That's what nobody understood, though. That's such an undertone diss.
Everybody assumed that's what it was going to be. When you saw the track,
no,
it was 3 hours before, or what ended up being like 12 hours before.
Virginia? No, I mean, oh, you mean like a real diss?
We just thought it was going to be at least some subliminals to Pusha T. When you first saw the track,
it was. All right, listen. Let me tell you how ingenious this shit is. Virginia Beach is one where Pusha T from.
Yep.
2, his wife's name's Virginia, and he serenaded her the whole song, nigga. That's what made it hard. That's what makes it a diss. Part 3. But nobody knew that unless you know the story of it.
What is he?
So you just think Drake is out here chilling on the intro when Drake was first person shooter mode.
Oh, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Not the 302 the UNO.
Look,
yeah. So when he ate so much, nobody realized how much he ate on that verse. That's cool. And what made it fire is like I love the fact that one, as real fans, we deserved this song so many years ago. But the fact that they both did it and Drake was smart enough to let Cole go off for his lyrical miracle rap style
Yeah.
to just come in and make it a hit. We about to click off in this. We about to click. Hey. And then he really wrote it and
Yeah.
then said, I typed in them names and went from Nadine, Charlene, Carlene, Arlene.
That was
Like,
fire.
that was hard.
Look,
That was hard. That's DMX.
here's where I agree.
This long from a nigga vibes. Like,
Here's where I agree and disagree with you, though. All right. First off, like
it was disappointing overall, but I was hyped over whatever. Just to sum it up,
where
I was hyped over something, but I wanted everything to be turned up. I ain't gonna lie. With a name like Title for the Dogs, you gotta do better. Shout out to Adonis on that feature though. Nobody want to give my nigga credit. He went hard.
That's true. He could have left that. He could have left little 3-year-old Adonis off that.
Nah, you killing.
The beat was fire too. The beat was fire.
Let your 3-year-old go crazy on a my man. Go crazy.
Look, my thing is everything you described about what For All the Dogs was supposed to be. I think that's what Her Loss was, and that's what I've been telling everybody on the lead up to this. You want rap and Drake? Go listen to Her Loss. I don't think it definitely wasn't on CLB. This to me seems like CLB Part 2.
It was like 3 songs up there, maybe.
But, if we're talking first person shooter, you say, oh, Drake allowed J. Cole to get his thing. The old Drake would have fucking ate on that record, which he did on the second half. He did when he went on that like little sicko mode.
He
part
ate on
2.
the first half.
No,
he threw the lob in between the legs. NBA Live 06 style.
He sounded bored on it. Like on the first part, that second verse he did, fire. Second verse was fire. J. Cole obviously killed it. And we'll get to all that, but I think overall on most of the rapping records, maybe like you said, the exception of 2 or 3, Drake sounded really bored. But I would say the R&B records on here, the ones that got that like mafioso type beat, Drake killed all those.
But you gotta think, my dog, like on those records that you're talking about, he was still rapping. It's not like
he was doing his thing. No, he was doing his thing. Don't get me wrong.
He was rapping, but lyric wise, first of all, my man said, seeing all these checks, I'm Czechoslovakian, nigga. What? Like, you crazy? He said,
that's the one that got you?
You go.
The Yugoslavian and the Czechoslovakia. Come on, man. He could have left.
Crazy.
It was all right.
That one was crazy after the Yugos line.
They were okay.
Yugoslavia.
They were all right.
You sound crazy, bro.
They were all right.
Well, he was talking a lot of Europe talk during this whole thing too, which was weird. But I like the saying. I
just think Drake had some punchlines on here he could have left. Like the Yugoslavian one, that's all right. It's okay. It just wasn't.
I'm just saying as a surf line. I'm just saying that's something that everybody catches. But like, how many checks has anybody said that they seen that they was Czechoslovakian, dog, or whatever how you pronounce it?
I got you. Key, what's your overall thoughts?
Mine?
Yeah, it's 7.5 out of 10. That's all I'm saying.
I have a 7 out of 10 actually for my rating. So
I ranked mine out of 5. And I had a 3.4 because I did all the tracks out of 5, and it came out to a 3.4, damn near a 3.5 out of 5.
7.5.
So basically the same as y'all.
Yeah. So my thoughts going in on this were Scorpion. Drake had a 2-part album. This is the album that he should have had a 2-part album, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. With how much singing he had on this, I have the 14 track. I think he could have gone 7 rapping, 7 singing. Obviously, with the singing, there's rapping. With his rapping, there's singing, because that's just how Drake is. He's a song maker extraordinaire. I think there's 8 songs, in my personal opinion, that he could have just left off. And I think the project would have ended up being like an 8.5 out of 10. There's no way.
Give us the 8.
Yeah, with the music that he made, there was no way that this was, to me, going to be in his top 3 albums. I just think that he oversaturated the amount of music that was there, obviously, but that is Drake, because you're going to have some people are going to like Gently with Bad Bunny.
That went hard.
See, you do, I don't. That's not my style of music. I can say.
You know they were supposed to do a collab album, though, right?
That I did not know.
Well, allegedly Bad Bunny signed to OVO.
We're not going to talk about it because Bad Bunny dropped tomorrow, and I feel like there's a Drake feature on there too.
Most likely.
And then Rich Baby Daddy, who was Sexy Red and SZA.
Throw that shit away. That was for the clout.
They could leave that.
Yeah, that can go right in the trash can. I never need to hear that in my entire life again. Thank God, Slime. I mean, Slime You Out's not even like my favorite kind of song. Like, it's good. It's not great. But thank God I heard like a good SZA. I didn't want like the one SZA feature to be ruined if that was the only thing. I would have been so upset if that was the one SZA feature.
That was
Thank
a
God.
good SZA verse though.
But it gets lost in the song. That's the thing about it.
I can't get past the tell me what you need. Oh my god!
But like, even if it's good mute, like it's gonna get lost. I'm never gonna listen to it because I think the song's bad.
He read on this hook talking like that. Like my dog, like he could. I know that song was made last minute. Like, what was the that you took the song off for? Because you know what's crazy? I had tried you out for like the last 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
At the Gates should have been on this Joan. I would have took the Roddy Ricch Joan on that Joan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many good songs that's in the cut.
Yeah, there's a lot of leaks that he has that are so much fire than what's on this
Bruh,
album.
the song that he took off on CLB was my favorite. I had to delete early because I know an engineer, but we ain't gonna talk about that on the camera. I heard the real version of the song he has with Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't have a verse on that song. That song switches over to another song, and that second part of that song is the best song on CLB, in my opinion. And it just didn't make the album. Mm-hmm. And it's so stupid, bro. I don't know. Somebody calling shots that we can't, advise on. It just sound dumb. But I'm with you. He cut this joint down another 5 songs and condensed it. He really would have had a no skip, low key. He might have had 1 skip, maybe 2, depending on your vibe. But he really had a no skip.
Thing about it is, that's exactly what we said about CLB, Scorpion, like all these long ass records. You got to cut at least 8.
And that's another album. Now Scorpion was. I'll give Scorpion this little vibe, but I'm telling you, like every album that he super promoted, it didn't hit like
Never.
views.
And that's the thing.
Hit.
It's the thing.
CLB
he promoted For All the Dogs like it was going to be a classic, and it didn't live up. I think it's a good album overall. I think the production's much better on here than CLB. Like I think the production sounds like what a Drake record in 2023 should sound like. Like he's got some fire ass production on here.
I'm gonna keep it 100. But those first part of the songs weren't it. The second and third parts of a lot of songs made that album good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here's where we disagree, though. I think he sounded uninspired on a lot of these records outside of the R&B. Outside of the R&B joints. Duke, you're telling me these are some of the best verses you've ever heard from Drake. I can't get with that.
He has verses up here. I'm not going to hold you.
What here's verses?
The thing. Hold on. Time out, Keenan. Time out. Hold on. Before you finish, you also said, this is a disclaimer. He also said, Keenan, that combination verse, that shit he did like 2 months ago. Duke said that's some of the best rapping he's ever heard from Drake, too. That's why I got to take all this with a grain of salt, because I do not fuck with that. I do not fuck with that verse at all. That freestyle he did. One? I can't remember what's it called.
With Cinch?
Yeah.
You don't fuck with the accent. That's not you fucking with the verse. Read the verse then. Just read the verse.
Bro, I'm not trying to read a verse while he's doing Jamaican cosplay. That's not what I'm trying to do.
I'm just saying
his verse is all right.
Talking that talk. He's talking that talk. It don't matter what language or dialect you say it in or accent.
Kind of does.
If I break this down and you think Shakespeare spoke like Shakespeare, or because you read it like it,
it's not how you
be like, oh yeah, fucking great.
Rick Ross would not be the same artist if he didn't sound how he sounds.
Not how you say.
Rick Ross ain't that. Rick Ross ain't like that. I just like hearing that voice. I'm just not gonna lie to you.
That's my point. Rick Ross has bars here and there. Don't disrespect Rick Ross.
Duke. Wait. Where's Rick Ross on like a top 25 list then for you? Like over the last 15 years, Ross ain't up there.
75.
Get the fuck out of here.
75.
Dude, get the fuck out of here.
You said good day.
75.
Look. So Rick Ross isn't nobody he signed.
You ain't looking forward to that Meek and Rick Ross collab album? Is that what you're
Rick
telling
Ross
me?
Ain't better than Wale. Rick Ross ain't better than Meek Mill. Who else you got? Come on.
He's not better than Wale. Come on now.
See, Wale's a better lyricist, so if you're only going on lyricism, then sure, I'm fine with you saying that.
Song making. If we want to talk song making, don't blackball.
I'm about to fight no. Like when we're coming with like, I know what you're talking about with song making. Wale can put songs together. He's not putting together better songs than Rick Ross. He is a better lyricist.
Better beats than Rick Ross, because if anybody
better beats than Rick Ross?
5. No, I'm talking about he's not picking better beats than Rick Ross.
Nobody's picking better
Anybody
beats than Rick
down
Ross.
to picking the right beats, Rick Ross is top 5 picking beats.
Oh, easy.
Boy.
Easy.
I was about
Easily
to shut
top
you
5.
off of this. I was about to shut you off of this
Or close me
podcast.
down,
Trying to,
Keenan?
you said
Yeah.
Rick Wallace is better beats than Rick Ross. I was gonna say that needs to go.
Who in the tuna?
Oh boy. Okay. But no,
I'm still recovering
Rick
from
Ross
top
75
75.
is crazy. That's crazy.
Y'all crazy to think less.
What do you talk?
In the last how many years? Let me really go down.
You got Big Sean ahead of Rick Ross?
Yes, of course. Way easy. That's not even questionable.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Why? This is completely off track from Drake. But why do you have Big Sean better than Rick Ross? I'm just curious.
I don't fuck with you. Period.
That's the one?
That's not one of his 15 best songs.
Who, Big Sean?
Yeah,
I don't fuck with
not
Big
one
Sean.
of his 15 best songs.
Yes, it is.
That's a classic.
First of all, his Lemonade freestyle, everybody took the super duper flow off him. There's a reason why people say,
that's true.
Nah. Nobody was doing that. Like, you literally created a style the industry ran with from the top of the top to the bottom of the bottom. That's like saying Migos was one of the most influential people all time with the triplet flow. Like, they are. Big Sean is like that because niggas came in the game off nothing and then learned the super duper flow and came up.
Yeah, fine with it. Fine with that, but I don't.
Was not expecting the Rick Ross hate on here.
But Big Sean does not have an album better than Teflon Don. I'm sorry. Detroit's cool, but
it's a mixtape.
It's a mixtape. Project.
It's all kind of synonymous. It's all kind of synonymous.
Detroit 2's now. But
if we want to talk about sound, Teflon Don got 5 songs that have the exact same beat. Shout out to Lex Luger though for winning.
That's true.
But come on.
9/11,
son.
9/11, and
come on, son. I'm putting Dark Sky Paradise over Teflon Don right now.
Get the fuck out of here.
It just has a better Jay-Z verse than the Kanye verse on there. And Kanye threw his ass on Blessings because he knew Drake ripped that shit. And he loved fucking backslapping that nigga since the beginning of his career. Everybody thought Drake's first fucking video was going to be super duper fire because it was Kanye directing it. Mm-hmm. Kanye knew he'd to kill this nigga at the throat from the beginning because he was going to be him. Which is why we're talking about all the dogs right now. Which is why I should have been nothing but diss tracks when you saw Virginia Beach. Which was a diss track.
That's what we're
subtle.
expecting.
I just your wife.
Also,
I talked to
Rap Genius Duke over here.
Speaking of disses, shots at Rihanna in Fear of Heights, right? Like,
yeah,
I'm the only one that.
It
was corny, but like I'm just saying, that was shots at Rihanna, correct?
The anti.
Bring that to my attention because I didn't peep it, but I would love to hear
let me read. Like, it's right in the beginning. He was saying like the anti, and then he said, sex was average with you because I'm anti. Could have had it with you. Okay, I'm auntie like your daddy's sister. And then he said,
"How easy Duke is." Dude, look how easy.
And then he said, "Yeah, that man, he's still with you. He can't even leave. Y'all go on vacation. Basically, ASAP can't leave the country. But yeah, so you."
That's definitely shots.
So I was gonna say I was making sure that I wasn't like overlooking that. Or yeah,
that's good. That's good attention to detail. I didn't even peep the game. You know that's her number 1 selling album.
Yeah,
so she heard it, and he said auntie like your auntie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is when you say that. Damn, I didn't even peep that one. I thought it was good with the Pusha T one in the Rocky.
Damn, okay, I was just making sure I didn't if we all just understood. Okay.
Nah, that's not our heads. That went over my head. I don't think it's over everybody's head, but if it was, good job for you.
All right, that's good.
That's how I feel about Virginia Beach when everybody was like, "What? I thought he was going to diss Pusha T." Like, he's from Virginia Beach. Like, my uncle used to live in the same building with him and AI. Like, yeah, he's from Virginia Beach. 2, his wife's name's Virginia. 3, he made a fucking love song on the intro track talking about it. Yeah, that man's so ill. He made his liquor name Virginia Black to diss Pusha T. It's crazy.
Hey, he's the petty king for a reason.
He really
Drake's
is.
the petty king for a
King
reason.
Petty, bro. That's the most light skinned shit I've seen in a while. Besides, Kyle.
Me and Drake are cousins. You know how it is.
All right. So
let's go through favorite tracks though.
I was about to say, what are some of your standout tracks? But Kyle, go first. Actually, what are some of your standouts?
I'll just go through. I'll just breeze through them. Like 4 out of 5, I had Amen, like the Amen record. First person shooter, obviously. Fear of Heights.
Oh,
7969 Santa. What else we got? Polar.
That's scary. That's a scary like. I like that. Polar
Opposites. 8 a.m. obviously in Charlotte. That one's crazy.
Yep.
I don't know why he picked Charlotte of all places to make this record. But what would Pluto do? Future's got to hop on the remix.
Well,
obviously.
Yo, I think that's the diss between them because Pluto mad that he did that 21 shit.
That's true because there was supposed to be What a Time
that's
to Be Alive too.
Issue with them.
There was supposed
There's
to be
no
What a Time
reason
to Be
for
Alive
all
too.
the dogs don't have a Pluto verse. Come on, son.
It's true. What else I got?
There's only one reason because Pluto was pissed. We were supposed to do For What a Time to Be Alive 2, and you turned out to be Her Loss, my dog.
Which is fire. Which is better than What a Time to Be Alive. But my favorite
part one easy.
My favorite track on all
but
this.
What a Time to Be Alive part. Well, a lot of people don't know. What a Time to Be Alive part 1 was made in one night.
Is that true?
That was not supposed to be what it was supposed to be. Yes, it was made in one night. It wasn't. It wasn't crazy. Worked on. It wasn't like
dropping all kinds of facts on here.
12, and this was it. How you think it get a song like Big Rings from Drake and Future?
What a time.
Dude, let me finish my list, bro. Interrupting over here.
All right, my bad.
Oh, you good. Nah, so Drew a Picasso, that's my favorite record on this whole album so far. Bahama Promises, that's a 4 out of 5. Really, all the R&B tracks that are really laid back, mellow, can smoke to it. Those are all my shit. Like, I feel like he could have, if he could have took probably nine of those and just made that this would have been a classic record, I believe.
You matured.
I like that he kind of matured. He's got a lot of shit on here for like.
I'm talking about you. You talking about these R&B tracks? Listen, my nigga getting old. Hey, he matured.
For sure.
That used to be
leaning off the turn up, getting off the turn up shit to the R&B shit, P&D shit over here. But yeah, I think that's it. And I like the Bad Bunny verse. I think that the Bad Bunny side of that, what is it, Gently? I think Bad Bunny killed it.
All of it goes stupid.
Drake,
you're just mad because it turned up because Bad Bunny come on. You don't know what he's saying, but Bad Bunny was talking that talk.
No, he was. He's the 5 out of 5 on that. Drake, we could have left the Drake Spanish verse.
That whole song, that's a top 3 song.
Drake's doing his reggaeton fucking cosplay on that shit. I could have left without it. Just put the Bad Bunny part. Leave that for his album.
Drake and Bad Bunny didn't miss once.
They only got 2 songs. They only got 2 songs, right? 2.
Nah, I think they got 3. They got 3 or 4.
Do them? They got that one with P&D, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Party did a sing on this record too.
Yo, yes. That's the best Drake and Party song. Second best Drake and Party song. Besides, I don't care about your nigga, phone nigga. That's the second best one. Because Drake and Party really missed too much for how many hits they both make by themselves.
I like the one
they
on.
They miss way too
much. What's the one on More Life?
Oh, you like the one on More Life?
Wow,
that's on my Drake album. Why can't I think of it right now?
That's
the one on More Life is Since Way Back.
Since Way Back, yeah, that's my shit.
You're wildin'.
That's number 1 to me. No, that's number 1.
You're wildin'. That don't about yo nigga, 4 nigga, 5 nigga, 6 nigga. I don't give a shit about shit, that's nigga. Girlettes.
That's up there. Too.
Come on,
that's
you play that in the club, even everybody going on.
But Since Way Back,
you in a relationship, y'all looking at each other like I don't care about shoulder. And PNG. Drake came in smooth.
Party talking about going blind on Since You Way Back. Come on now. Can't close my eyes. Can't open my eyes.
My man talking about turning into the Book of Eli.
Sure, we're way off track. So what else we got?
Kyle, do you have any more tracks you want to mention?
No, I went through like 10. That's really what I got. Everything on there is cool. Like there's nothing outside of Rich Baby Daddy that I dislike. And the first part of the Bad Bunny record, everything else is cool.
How do you dislike the first part though?
I just don't like Drake cosplay. Same thing when like Bieber did the fucking reggaeton record.
You said
like,
Drake cosplay.
That's what it is. Drake did Yachty cosplay on this shit too. That's why to me it's a lot like CLB.
ad libs. If you want to talk Drake doing Yachty cosplay, that's Jumbotron.
Jumbotron popping.
And even then, Yachty gave that. Now, what Yachty didn't do was put Drake on a song like he put on with J. Cole and try to rap off and went crazy and he thought he was going to actually match J. Cole until he sent the fucking feature out.
There was a 0% chance he was matching J. Cole.
It was zero, but
J. Cole already had him beat by the second line.
That's funny as hell.
Going at you, we had like a travel pillow, we're at the neck with the leg where you slept. Like after that, it was already over.
But let's talk about it. Let's talk about what he influenced. Cole wasn't rapping on that record like that until he heard Yachty verse. Yachty gave Cole the flow to rap with. It's just Cole's still going to be that lyrical miracle rapper where it's going to sound way better. But that little bounce in the flow where it sounds off key but it's on, he wasn't doing that like that until he heard Yachty verse. So he came off like, oh, okay. So shout out to Yachty for influencing the GOATs.
Which Cole verse? Which Cole verse is better though? Secret Recipe?
The Secret Recipe?
That one, first person shooter.
Featuring J. Cole.
No, yeah.
Oh,
but
the
which
Secret
one's better?
Recipe
First person shooter? Word? You think so?
Secret Recipe is better. Yeah, no.
I think I'm going first person shooter.
You go.
Why?
You go off. I'm not letting you go off on that. Cause my nigga said, you off us. You better sit in the cubicle. First of all, nobody even know that he was talking about office and cubicles. Then the man said,
rap genius,
he said, like I'm Russia, I'm coming at Ukraine.
Yeah, Russia, Ukraine. No, I absolutely.
I'm glad because I talk to a lot of people who don't know, so I'm glad that you know. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. No, you're good. I absolutely know. But what
I should have known better. You smarter than the average. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But like Cole on that,
getting
on
a
the
full on lyrical breakdown on here.
The way he was floating on that,
y'all too.
That's the way he was floating on that one. That was different Cole on the Secret Recipe. It really was.
It's close.
I understand.
Yeah, my point of my argument. Yachty, he didn't rap like that until he heard Yachty verse. The way Yachty was rapping influenced Cole on the Secret Recipe to rap like that in that flow cadence, If that was just Cole, the only one rapping like that, I'm with you 1,000%. But no, you hopped on my song and took my flow, and you just sound better because you're a better rapper.
That I'm holding out, but still I'm cutting edge like a bayonet.
I can say on the Drake Joan, you ain't influenced nobody. That was just Cole being Cole.
Ripped.
And he came in smoking hot.
He just ripped.
No, he did. I'm not.
Drake came in shooting.
At the Super Bowl.
Drake fucked up.
Super Bowl.
Drake fucked up letting Cole get on his record and just go off like that.
No, he didn't.
Drake's gonna match that.
He knew what it was. Drake is the only reason why that record's a hit.
But listen to this though. If that's 2007,
y'all would just be like, "This is a hot Cole verse." If Drake left it dummy.
But if that's
Drake
I don't know.
Drake piggybacked off the hook. And then let it simmer, and then clicked off on a whole new beat that turns up way more, and said, "I'm about to click off on this. I'm about to click. Hey,
it's a hot song. It's a hot song. But tell me this though: if it's 2017, I feel like Drake's approaching it differently. I don't feel like he's letting Cole go off like that. I think we lost Duke.
Oh, if you don't put the money behind it, I believe that too.
True. But like, I just think Drake's at a different point in his career. 100%. I think he was just too cool. I think it was too cool on this album as a whole. Great songs, but I think it was too cool.
This is where niggas was hating on Drake's verse. My nigga said, like, from January to November, all you get is you and Cole. Y'all not seeing that. If you a bad kid, all you getting is Cole for Christmas. So you getting you and Cole is crazy punch. A crazy punch.
No, listen. Drake had some lines in it. Drake
getting is like you, like as in you me. All you getting is you and Cole. Like from January to November. Like when it's December, Christmas come around, you get Cole. So it's only you and Cole as the GOATs, nigga. He even X'd out Kendrick. At least Cole said Kendrick's name.
Well, Cole understands. Well, Cole understands that Kendrick is easily always top 3, in my opinion, top 1. But that's another conversation. I was gonna say conversation for another day. 2, this first-person shooter reminded me in a way of Sicko Mode, where Drake comes in early, the beat changes again, Cole does his thing, and then the beat changes again, and Drake turns up kind of the
Sicko
same
Mode
way
Part
he
2.
did when Sicko Mode. So it kind
I
of
didn't never.
reminded me in a different way,
And it's
obviously,
a
because
and
Cole
it's
is
a
much
Tay
more.
Keith beat. I think that third beat's a Tay
Mhm.
Keith beat too.
It don't make me fucking fire right now. I didn't even put that together. That's fire.
Yeah, so like obviously Cole and Travis are different. So like Travis is doing like he killed the
But
second part going on Sicko Mode, but Cole obviously did what Cole does. So
yeah,
yeah,
Drake made it. Drake made it lyrical for Sicko Mode, and Travis made it the hit. But in
mm-hmm.
this one, J. Cole made it lyrical,
Yeah, cool.
and Drake had to make it the hit when it was a switch. That's hard.
That's
I didn't
true.
even put that together.
That's
That's
true.
fire. This is why I wanted to talk to you, Keenan, man. I'm telling you, brother to brother, bro. I
Absolutely, I
know,
pay
but
attention. I
you
pay
know what I mean.
attention.
I'm a far, but I fucks with you all the way.
Okay, so time and place Drake songs. Where does
Mm.
8 a.m. in Charlotte rank with the other ones? Do you think it's his best, second best,
Five.
worst? Do you think it's
Not even
5?
close. This is five. It's five. It's not even close to the other ones. Even
Okay,
just the statement of it, just like how it impacted shit doesn't even impact the way certain shit impacted.
It's
what's your
true.
favorite one?
Shit, that's a good fucking question, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know the answer to that because I'm liable right now to say one that's not even technically a timestamp because
Do not
it's
disturb.
supposed to be 9 a.m. in Germany, man. You feel me?
Do not disturb's my number one.
That don't
Mm.
count though. You can't count it. It don't count.
If it doesn't count, then it's 6 p.m. in New York.
Okay, I'll let that slide. And even then, I don't know how that holds up against 4 p.m. in Calabasas against anybody as a diss track, as a whole vibe, like as a song, as lyrics. Like that's crazy.
That's my number
But
one.
I'm a
4
9
p.m.
a.m. and
4 p.m. in
into that.
Calabasas is my number one.
4 p.m. in Calabasas go
It's hard to
fucking
beat that.
too. It's stupid. It's too stupid. It's as a diss song at the time. You just got the bottle thrown on you in the club. They had rumors you got beat up by Diddy. You took Diddy samples and said, I make a, it went crazy.
He created that
And
Yeah,
whole
he was
then
90s
doing his
vibe with
thing
it
on him.
too.
in Dallas is stupid.
Yeah, it
Always
is.
forever. I think it's just that one's nostalgia more than anything. But I love that beat so much. I feel like that beat still hasn't been
Girls fall
touched.
through like coins in the couch. Like that was like when Drake was back in like that kind of
You know that
bag.
That's what we thought we would
people
get up
just
for all the
the
dogs.
way
That's my
he
point right there.
detailed.
So I was hoping for Kyle.
That's what
That's what I when
that's
I
what he
first saw 8 a.m. in Charlotte. That's the first thing I did. But shout out to me because I finally did a Drake timestamp in the city. So I was in Charlotte at 8 a.m. playing 8 a.m. in Charlotte. So shout out to me.
yeah, there you go.
Check mark, bookmark, whatever y'all cross, bucket list. It got crossed.
Dude, you got to make like
I
a
wish it was freaking. I ain't gonna lie. I wish it was 5 into Toronto though because
you got
when
to do
he
like
said,
10:23 in Hartford.
I said firing bullets backwards, and I'll probably. One of your favorite rappers is crazy. Nobody even understood the
Look, the
concept.
verse and even the hook. That's why every song sound like Drake featuring Drake. Don't
Mm.
that
And it is. It is. Y'all took my flow and y'all start singing and rapping and put me on it.
God was
So it sounds
watching the
like
words
Drake
like those
featuring Drake.
wiretaps on the team. Don't get 5
Let's
a.m. in
let's put a
Toronto is one of my.
let's put a little undertone under that. Sound like Drake featuring Drake was a little bit of a Big Sean diss that nobody realized. And that's where Blessings came from. Sound like Drake featuring Drake. But anyway,
We got to get Duke
you
an
know what I'm saying?
internship at Rap Genius.
So
That's
what
what we
we
got
got?
to do.
We went 4
so
p.m.
so you guys have 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
That's number
I
one
have
for me.
for me personally it's 6 p.m. in New York.
6 p.m. in
And
New York went, bro. I'm not even gonna hold. I put that
He
over
was
5
hungry.
a.m. in Toronto or whatever it was.
That was hungry Drake.
Nah. 6 p.m.
yeah,
was his best project ever. Like he ended it so nice. But you know what it was too? I hated that. I hated the cadence of it being off beat. I feel like if it was on beat, the beat was fine. What he was saying was low key perfect, but it was just the way you delivered it wasn't. It felt rushed.
But you was cool
But
with
what you actually said
you're cool with
was
Jamaican
really
cosplay
good.
Drake though. That shit's fire though. Okay, I see.
I
I
was
see.
me
You
personally.
stupid.
I liked. He sounded so out of all of them. 5 a.m. in Toronto and 6 p.m. in New York are the ones he sounds the most hungry on. 4 p.m. in Calabasas is the one he sounds the most confident on. He goes into that like.
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
more confident than 8 a.m. But I'm with you. Go, let me hear you.
See, 8 a.m. in Charlotte reminds me of like. I think that's like accomplished in the sense of like, say LeBron right now, like he walks
late
into a
career
game
Jay-Z.
like I already know exactly what I've done.
Oh,
But like I think
rings.
but like
late career
confidence would be
Jay-Z
like
type shit.
yes, that I agree with that completely. And I feel like when he goes into 4 p.m. in Calabasas, it's like I know I'm the best in the game right now. Like if I'm taking basketball, it goes from 2023 LeBron on 8 a.m. in Charlotte to like 2016 LeBron in 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
When
My
I came
personal
back from 3-1, like I'm
after
him.
3-1, like after like how confident and how smooth it was, like I just felt like that's my personal opinion.
I'm with you on that because we gonna make him dance to this. He said we gonna make him one dance to this.
That's probably my top 20 Drake records. Period. 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
Nah, 4 p.m. went stupid, bro. I ain't gonna hold
It's
you.
just too easy.
4 p.m. was still stupid, and it being this song made it so much better. It's not just a regular song.
And it sounds like a 90s
that
record.
was a diss.
That sounds like a 90s joint.
He was dissing Diddy and sampled all Diddy hits, bro.
You ain't gotta tell me.
And then sampled Diddy lyrics and dissed Diddy during the song and made it a hit, like a regular song. That was fire. Yeah. Like on all cylinders, that was fire. The beat's fire, the lyrics fire, the catchiness is fire.
Facts.
Beat being a diss is fire, and you sampling the nigga that you dissing is fire. I'm sorry.
I'm perfectly fine with people
Drake.
having that as their favorite. I just, for me personally, it's the 6 p.m. in New York. I like the subliminals also Drake's throwing in there too, like Kendrick and Kanye.
I'm honestly going to tell you that's not my number. That's number 2 to 4. I didn't put it in order. I don't see the list in front of me, but that's number 2 to 4.
8 a.m. in Charlotte's in my top 4.
Honorable mention that 9 a.m. in Germany. We need to put that on there.
If that's
Do Not Disturb was really
if that can be, if that was on the list, that's my number 1. That's
mine too, my dog. I ain't gonna
my number 1.
He said 9 a.m. in Germany.
I don't even know where I would slide.
Always got tech surgery.
Come on. He was dumbing on that. More life. We'll see who be here in 22. Come on, more life. He said we told y'all. We'll see who be here in 10 years. Because y'all ain't there. There's only a select few.
Okay,
hey,
so
we
that
did that
brings
the
up
last
another
podcast.
question for me. That brings up another question for me.
What's up?
We did, and I want to expound upon that just a hair. So Drake, 10 years. Obviously, we talked about how he was, like how the game and who was there 10 years from 10 years. 10 years ago today, or 10 years ago, September 26th, I believe it was, nothing was the same comparatively to this. Where do you think Drake ranks in himself? Is 2013 Drake better than 2023 Drake? Like, where do you rank him?
I think that you'll feel that way. You're never going to feel that way as an artist just because you have to, and you have to believe in the way you're promoting. I think realistically, you caught yourself perfected. You caught yourself perfected in how you were in 2011. And the fact nobody ever told you, well, let's be honest, I make music. So 2011, a lot of your songs were made in 2010 and 2000, to be honest.
True.
Yep.
So you caught yourself perfected in the way people wanted to enjoy you in 2010. You dropped in 2011 with Take Care. And that being your greatest hit all the way around the board bothers you to your fucking core. So you still you giving us these hits. It's not like you missed 2013. Nothing was the same. Let's be honest. Drake was really trash. Like 2000, like nothing was the same was way trashier than a lot of people want to talk about.
Okay, so I absolutely
that's his favorite album.
I couldn't farther disagree with that.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The contract is like 91 Dan Marino. I spread this mind, my Coropinos boosting my ego. What?
They started from the bottom. Who's driving around right now today? Singing started from the bottom.
No, okay, listen.
Who's
up right now?
That shit still goes.
Take Care. Wait,
no,
I mean, no, I know. Started from the bottom is on Nothing Was the Same. You're trying to tell me every song on Take Care people are riding around to?
I'm not saying they're riding around to, but I'm saying if I play fucking Take a Shot from Me, half the people in the party singing it.
Yeah,
And that shit's a real.
Oh, and people aren't started from the
All right,
bottom.
we want to talk about
Boys
Ross.
tell a
We want
story
to talk
about
about Ross. If Lord Knows comes on, who playing that over Teflon Don? 80% of motherfucking people.
Well, yeah, over
Besides
Teflon Don,
BMF.
sure. Over Teflon
BMF.
Don,
BMF.
sure.
You can say that about anything.
No,
with
I'm
Drake,
saying
though.
Lord Knows.
You can say that about
Just
anything
Lord
with Drake.
Knows alone off the beat. We playing that more than Teflon Don.
What about
Then
Aston
he had
Martin
a Stevie
music?
Wonder.
You got Aston Martin music though on Teflon Don. You gotta remember that.
Stevie Wonder harmonica saved that shit. He has, was it 2? No, it was only 1. He has 2 of the best Wayne verses. Let's talk about that.
Nah, get the
and
fuck
then he
out
has
of here.
an Andre 3K verse that everybody seems to act like it's not top 10 verses.
Yo, Duke, what Wayne verses? On Take Care? Which one?
The Model. Yeah, on Take Care. One, The Model, and The Real Her.
Skeet, 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 water gun. We're gonna try to say that is one of his top verses.
Come on, dude. You were alive during the Weezy run.
He put out
Wayne's got like 50
multiple better verses this year.
Nah. I'm talking
Multiple
about
better verses this year.
Come on, dude.
The Real Her. That sounds crazy. The Real Her is crazy.
See, I gotta say, like,
cool.
Take Care does not get much replay value with me. I listened to it a lot at the time. Crew Love comes on a lot still.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
Weekend went crazy. Oh, you said Crew Love?
Yeah, Crew Love.
Yeah,
well, The Weeknd wrote most of that album.
Exactly. Yeah, that was a lot of that was supposed to be House of Balloons. I think Shot For Me too. Shot For Me might be a Weeknd record. I can't remember.
Balloons too. It was supposed to be his next project, whatever. He changed it all the way up because he ain't signed the OVO. That's why they beef with the whole OVO XO shit. It was supposed to be OVO XO.
Duke, I have a quick question for you.
Shout out to me.
Name one song where Drake is rapping better on Take Care than Tuscan Leather.
One song he's rapping better?
Lord Knows is great, but that's not Tuscan Leather. There's not.
Lord Knows is one of Drake's weakest verses. The beat makes that song.
Fab kills Lord Knows, by the way. That's
also
underrated.
Drake kills Drinks on the House like Snoopy.
Underground King got one of the best versions. And I'll be honest, I'll hate saying it and admitting it, but Hate Sleeping Alone.
Oh no, Hate Sleeping Alone's fire. Don't get me wrong.
No, I'm talking about.
That's a bonus, ain't it? That wasn't even on the.
It is a bonus, but
gotta be conceptual about, and it don't hit the same. But like that those had those sort of verses, like, but that whole song as a whole conception. I think you shouldn't have put that at the end as a bonus. That song should have been on the album after Marvin. If you did Marvin's Room and then Hate Sleeping Alone, it would have been a crazy transition.
That would have been.
I completely agree with that, but nothing on that is touching Tuscan Leather.
Teflon Don. You said Tuscan Leather? Oh my God, I'm sorry. I apologize. Second verse on Tuscan Leather, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, come on, for effort. Yeah, that's way better than Teflon.
That shit got piercing my mental. I just set the bar and fall under it like a limbo. Like,
that's his best intro ever. I'm not even gonna hold you.
It's perfect. My
intro
favorite
on this shit was kind of weak. On For All the Dogs, Virginia Beach.
This intro was a diss, and you didn't even recognize it yet. Re-listen.
I'll re-listen
to the intro now.
I'll re-listen. It's
after knowing that he was dissing Pusha T, he was talking about his wife, and he serenaded her.
And he's still on there singing.
Then tell me that this. I understand the song, like the way it listens as an album listener.
Yeah.
But if you don't know that the nigga was talking a diss song, talked about your wife because her name's Virginia, and you're born and raised from Virginia Beach, and then I serenade her and made it a banger because bitches is listening to this song all through the world. It's not like it's just a song like I know that you know I dissed you and talked about your wife. It's a song that people are out here playing around you that you don't know, that they know because they ignorant. They don't know that they dissing your wife, but you just driving through the city and you hearing this shit at the stoplight, like nigga. That's a crazy petty. That's a different undertone.
Wait for track 1 on Push's next album though. That shit's gonna be. Who's better right now, Drake or Cole, on this date today?
Cole.
I agree.
J. Cole's better than Drake. I don't think that's even an argument to me.
J. Cole always been a better rapper than Drake, though. I don't think that was ever a question. Who's hotter is still going to be Drizzy.
Yeah, I mean that's always going to.
Who's better on features?
Cole.
That's what I'm saying. Like that doesn't make no sense. Like we could talk about
I
that.
think there was a
in
time
day,
when it
like,
was a
we
little
talk
back
about
and
Cole
forth.
and
I
Kid.
think there was a time when Drake was better than Cole, for sure. And then you throw
Oh,
Kendrick
There
in the
never been
equation too.
In the Morning showed y'all that it was never a back and forth.
Wait, what?
That's what made In the Morning hot back then. There was never a back and forth.
Then you got Jodeci
It was
freestyle
just
too.
who's gonna be who.
Okay, that's okay. I know what you're saying.
Let's talk about it. Whose verse is getting censored now? Because y'all niggas ain't let that retard slide.
On Jodeci freestyle.
Come on. I heard all of Drake's verse. J. Cole shit got moved out. Who's for the people?
Drake
Come
got
on.
him on that one.
Who's stand on their word?
But first person shooter is a 9.5 out of 10 for Cole.
And J. Cole slid on that. And I think that's what took so long for this song to get out. Because they should have been. There's no reason we don't have, as real fans, it's 2010.
We should have at least 10.
Minimum 5. They should have did 2.
Have at least 10.
It's about to be 15 years. I ain't even gonna give them all 9. It should about to be 15 years. Them niggas know each other. They went on tour. Like they kicked it with each other. Like they showed up for each other's shows. We should have at least 7 to 10 Drake and Cole songs.
Where's first person shooter rank though? Out of everything, out of all the features for J. Cole.
I was about to say,
it's got to be top 5 immediately, right? Would you say?
For what?
First person shooter. And J. Cole's feature and all his.
I'm saying top 5.
And just J. Cole features and all of his features throughout his whole career. That's immediately up there. It's first ballot Hall of Famer.
I can't give you that. It might be number 5, but I can't give you that off the top of my head. I mean, because we in trouble. First of all, him and Kanye and all them.
Looking for trouble with fire.
Looking for trouble. My bad. Good looking out.
Looking for trouble's fire. An underrated one that people probably won't talk about is "To Summer" from Cole. I think that's fine. I think he's fine.
That's underrated.
Song.
That's underrated. I'll be right back.
I don't know if that's better.
Give me 2 minutes.
The problem, but he ate. I'm gonna give you Kaz. The one he got with Kaz is crazy. Y'all wow.
Yeah.
When Kaz let him eat for 2 verses. Y'all wow.
I do like All My Life. I do like a lot. It's not first person shooter. I think first person shooter is the secret.
I don't know if I don't know. Oh, first of all, the one we got with Young Thug, that's way better.
The London? You're talking about?
Yes.
Circumnavigate the globe. It's a cash roll.
Come on, that was real flow fast.
No. He did his thing. Don't get me wrong. Cole's been on so much lately. Like from 2018 to 2023, he's got like 25 features, and it feels like all like 20 of them could be top 10. So that's the thing with top 10s. When they're so good, you have to limit it to 10, which is the thing that sucks about like Cole on this.
Everything. But yeah, nah. Always stupid on that, John.
All right, I'm back. I was gonna let you guys cook while I took a bathroom break.
No, you're fine.
All right, I'm back. It's crazy.
All right, Kyle.
What's up?
So, do you think that first person shooters is best?
I don't know if it's his best. I just think it's immediately a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like when you hear, God, I'm trying to think about like same with The Secret Recipe. You knew immediately that was like in Cole's upper echelon. I think he's just hitting a different part of his career where he's just like, I don't want to compare it to Wayne, but you know, or even like early 2010s Kendrick when he was on more features. Mm-hmm. Cole's just like on a mission to rip shit.
Oh man, I'm going through Cole verses because I'm forgetting them.
Yeah, it's hard to remember.
I think him thinking or knowing that it's over soon, he's trying so hard.
His next album is called The Fall Off, too.
People to know. Like, no, that's not the next one. The next one is It's a Boy. The Fall Off comes after that. He has 2 more albums till he retires.
Rap genius. But yeah, I mean,
he does say on All My Life, I'm debating on retiring, thinking that I'm still hitting my prime. But go on, sorry, Kyle.
I was just gonna say he's kind of hitting this point of his career where he's like Jadakiss, where he's just gonna be like kind of in and out of features, but giving you anywhere of from like a 7.5 out of 10 to
dope
a 10.
Shit.
You know, yeah, exactly. He's just focusing on bars. His beat selection's gotten a lot better,
and you got to count
throughout his whole career.
Pretty Little Lie or Pretty Little Fears
with
that's
Black. AKA Six
Black. That's top 5.
That's up there. That's up there.
So a couple that I wanted to mention. A lot is with 21, obviously.
A lot
Bo-
is up there.
Bob LeBoat with Royce the 5'9".
Mm.
Green Ranger. I forgot about that
Oh,
first
yep.
completely.
Green Ranger.
Johnny
Green Ranger's
Johnny P's Caddy, which I think, and
That's good.
Stick, which were two of
floats.
his
Oh,
best, which were the two best verses he
We're-
had last year.
Bro, that's top sevens already, son.
Yeah.
We already done.
Johnny P's Caddy is crazy.
Crazy.
Out of sight, out of
boy.
mind with J-Rod.
When niggas say that, when niggas say that you got beat by Benny the Butcher, and then you come in and really flow, you sound crazy that anybody even think that young niggas think I'm even close. You even think he close to me? That nigga, that's what he really basically said. He said, "Y'all really think this nigga close to me?" And then went right.
That's where the difference is, though. I mean, I know Cole and Drake have different money, obviously, so that plays a part with hunger. But I would just like to hear.
First of all, let's talk about that London feature. Bia.
He killed
London,
that too. He smoked
I'm putting
that shit.
Over,
He
I'm
smoked
putting
that
that
shit.
over there.
He smoked
I'm
that
putting
shit.
Bia's London verse from Cole.
I wish Drake rapped with that type of hunger. Not all the time. I'm not expecting that all the time, but like even that Jack Harlow verse that Drake did last year.
Nah. Fuck that. This is for all the dogs take. We wanted that verse.
That's what I'm saying.
Wanted that Drake all the time.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Songs of that Drake.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
For all the dogs, that's what I want.
And I don't expect it from him because of the money that he has, but we expect a little more. I expect him to have a little more fun.
But you lied. That's when you lied. Come on.
Absolutely. You want more from Drake. You wanted Churchill Downs from Drake. 100%.
Oh, yeah,
and the thing about it is he's capable, and like he gives you an 8 a.m. in Calabasas, so it's not like he's rusty or is like he doesn't have the same pen anymore. And you're like, okay, his pen's still there. It's just that he doesn't. Like he's at a point in his career right now, as Kyle was saying, like money wise, like I think he's just comfortable. He's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a couple tracks here to show you I can still do this at a top notch level. I'm going to give you a lot of tracks here of just what mood I'm feeling, and then I'm gonna get a couple hits out of the way to go chart like normally. He's one away from Jackson, beat it. So I mean, he's just gonna give you hits, but
turned it up.
But I mean, getting back, Kyle, to also Cole, a couple more that I wanted to quickly mention was Off D's with JID, and then speaking of Wale from like 45 minutes ago, he has a song called My Boy with Wale, and that one is fire.
Beautiful. What's it called?
Beautiful.
Cole's consistent.
Beautiful Miss, but I know what you mean by My Boy. My Boy go crazy, but they had a song together. It was like their first song they ever collabed on. It was like Beautiful. It was on Wale's first tape. Beautiful Bliss. That's what I thought you were talking about. Beautiful Bliss.
Mm-hmm. No,
if we're gonna bring this in the top 5, like there's too many. There's too many to bring it to the top 5, especially if you're throwing in the last 5. Cause oh my god, the Scared Money he had with YG.
Scared Money's tough too.
We bugging.
So I'm saying he's on a run.
Bugging him
he's on a run. You could put Cole ahead of Kendrick right now too. You really could.
And honestly,
away in the cut. Shook the World. That verse on Shook the World, y'all bugging.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Is you have to you're talking from a Kendrick guy. Like you have to have Cole over just because he's been way more active. It'd been like
he's the hungriest.
I was thinking about this. Yeah, he's the hungriest. I was thinking about this the other day. Enough to bring about LeBron again. But could you imagine if like LeBron got injured in 2016 and played 25 games, and then got injured in 2017 and played 30? Then came out in 2018, played like 60, but then got injured again. You couldn't call him the best player in the world, even though mentally you're like, when healthy, he is the best player in the world. Like when Kendrick is rapping, I think
like Kawhi.
I think Kawhi. I was just like, or Kawhi. Like I think Kendrick is the best rapper in the world when he's consistently rapping. But if J. Cole's going out there giving you 30, giving you 30, giving you 40, gets you a 71 Lillard bomb, and then goes and gets you 50 here, 40 here, like he's like over this last like if you want to call this stretch right now he's in, because he has There We Go with Gucci Mane and Mike Will Made. I didn't even know it was a song until the other day. Killed that. Like he's on like a run right now where he's averaging like 40. He's averaging 40.
It's not a top 5, and it's not even top 5 years level on all time. I'm not gonna hold you.
and it's still fire. Like that's the thing with Cole right now is he's on a feature run.
I'm not gonna hold you. It's a
Hello.
strong honorable mention right now, but I would really have to dissect for it to be number 5. It wasn't long enough for me, but it was the impact that it had though, because like he really said some shit up there that people wasn't ready.
Kyle,
Yo,
sometime I think that we're gonna have. I want to compare like, say Kanye. I mean, Kanye's not as much. I mean, he's not the rapper's rapper, but like J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, and like put their 5 best verses like features together and just compare who do you think's better.
That's a
could do
good
that with a
segment.
lot. Could do that with a
I
lot
was
of
it-
rappers.
I think you can do that with a lot of people, but I was
It's
just
hard to
thinking
narrow
those
it down
because
to
obviously
5.
like they're.
It's hard to narrow it down to
Kanye
5.
don't write all shit. Don't write all his shit. Add Kanye in there, and then I'm gonna give you another throw. I'm gonna just throw a little shoehorn. If you're gonna have that type of conversation, throw Jay-Z in there and let niggas know. Let the people
Jay-Z
really
got him.
know, because Jay-Z features are a lot better than Jay-Z freaking songs.
Ooh. I don't know about that.
And I'm talking about Drunken Love, because I do say so myself. Shout out to Duce. Shout out to me. Because I
Offhand right now,
Duce
Cole's
and
trying to
Lemonade.
give him a run for his. Sorry, Kyle, what were you saying?
I was just saying Duce and Lemonade. That's a J&B.
dog, let me put you on game. Duce, you got the simple lemonade. Simply
It's a J&B.
Duce lemonade, boy. Let me tell you, it's a vibe.
It's the J&B.
Vibe.
That's the Drunken Love.
Let me tell you. Listen. And this is real. This is the real drunken love. Duce. Pause. Anybody who really don't know, like I really get drunk. Duce with a Mike's Hard lemonade.
Nah.
To the mat.
That's some Linden State College Hornets shit right there. Duce with the Mike's
No,
Hard.
that's some real get drunk. You got to put it's lemonade, but it's Mike's Hard.
That's the LSC.
Pause. I don't know no name like that, but
what I do have,
you have lemonade.
I got a lot of either ors I want to ask, but the game's on in about like 10 minutes. Hey, we gotta get Duke on a fantasy draft, like a music fantasy draft.
Yeah.
On that series.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm here. I fucks with y'all. You know y'all niggas. Kyle, you know you my dog, my nigga. Like, hey. On everything I really love, I'm proud of you, dog. Appreciate, nigga. You're not that same kid I met.
Appreciate the
you
sentiment.
Was a freshman. You was out of this world. Keenan been watching you for many years now. I want to say 3. So I want to say that's many.
Dude's get on his sentimental shit.
So few, but I heard about you. Nah, I'm just giving respect where respect's due. Let me give my flowers to people before I die. You feel me? Dog, you talk. You're well knowledgeable. You're really good at this. Keep sticking to it. Actually, kind of hone it up a little bit. Don't get complacent. Don't settle. Do your research. Do your homework. Keep papers in front of you like you Skip Bayless. Hate on somebody. Blow the fuck up.
I don't need to hate. I'm not going to hate on anybody, I don't think. But if I do, I do. I'm just an honest guy. But I'm going to let you know one thing for sure. The papers will be in front of me. Statistics and all that stuff will be in front of me. I can't help myself. I have to. I will.
Big say go for it on 4th and 2. Keenan, you go for it.
We're going for it. Trust me, we'll go for it. We're Brandon Staley. We'll go for it at the R20. Don't worry, I'm gonna go for it. I'm going for it regardless. But I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Alrighty. Well, this was the Warner Brothas podcast. You can find us on Live Take at the Warner Brothas podcast. You can find us TikTok, Warner Brothas podcast. You can find us YouTube, Warner Brothas podcast. All streaming platforms, Warner Brothas podcast. Obviously, Kyle,
Warner Brothas.
Of course, Duke. Thank you for coming on. This was a lot of fun talking Drake. We'll definitely have to get you on to talk basketball, football, whatnot. We know you know it all. But this was the Warner Brothas podcast, and we are out.